Breaking news. We've just gotten in pictures of the devastated citrus crops sent straight from Florida. The Florida Fruit and Vegetable Association says Irma mowed through the heart of the state's citrus region, whipping oranges and grapefruits off the trees, putting them right into the drink. Now, you can see how much fruit was lost. This ahead of the harvest season. Hurricane Irma, it is anticipated, has destroyed some 50 to 70% of the crop in South Florida. Now, right before Irma hit, we spoke to the president of Premier Citrus, Tom Jerkins. He has about 20,000 acres. He is now on the phone from Vero Beach, Florida. Those are his pictures. Tom, tell us about the damage. We just saw some of the devastation. We'll put it back up on the screen, but you tell us, what have you lost? How did your crops endure this?
Well, I think it's probably going to end up about 40% loss. Thankfully, it's better than we thought. The storm was a little bit weaker than forecasted, but that 40% ranges and moves around the state quite a lot. The East Coast was very windy. There were some hot spots with a tremendous amount of rain. St. Lucie, the Indian River District, and 20 inches or so. The DeSoto County area, 20 inches or so. The storm was the winds were the greatest in the southern area around Fort Myers. So everybody got a little bit of something. Yeah. I don't think there was a single grove untouched in the state.
At the height of this, now I think we're looking at grapefruits just trashed. At the height of it, how many feet of water were your trees under?
Well, there's nearly 2 feet of rain, so it collects somewhere in the system, and it's such a broad footprint that it gets backed up. Wherever it's got to go to tide, it gets backed up. It's a lot of water that has to move before the groves get drained. This is day 3, and we're in the hot spots again in the St. Lucie area and Prairie Creek in the DeSoto County and Central Ridge area. It's still pretty backed up. We'll need several more days.
I can't believe this. We are looking at so much fruit on the ground. We do know that orange juice futures, which trade on the ice, frozen concentrate per pound, I believe, $1.58. About 2 weeks ago, they were in the $1.20s. Do you anticipate that people now and for how long in the future we'll see higher prices, even though Florida's citrus groves have shrunk over the years due to a disease like greening?
Don't know how much higher they can go, really. That's a kind of a global number for frozen concentrate, where Florida gets a little bit of a premium for not from concentrate. We think the consumers just about paid as much as they're going to. So for us, it's an issue of cost and yield. And I don't know how much more we're going to get on the price side.
We've seen this before, in a way, in Hawaii. Pineapples left Hawaii, Tom. Can Florida's orange, the sort of the symbol of Florida, could it leave Florida, do you think, ultimately leave the state like pineapples left Hawaii?
I don't think so. The greening is the issue. A healthy, robust citrus industry like ours can take a hurricane every now and then. It could take a freeze. It's this greening disease that raises that question you asked. We think there's a couple therapies coming up in the next year or two, maybe some genetic improvements. We just don't need freezes and hurricanes before we get them.
I know. Well, good luck to you. No chance you'd give up and sell your land off.
You know, no one wants to say that, but the reality is financially there's no earnings and there's little equity. So the money really drives this like any other business. And if you're out, you're just out of money.
Tom, please hang in there. Everybody, all of our viewers, buy orange juice, eat oranges, and make sure it's stamped with Florida so we can help our orange growers.
Don't forget the fresh grapefruit.
Grapefruits. Love the grapefruits with a little stevia or cerevia, a little sugar on top. Good luck to you, Tom. Thank you very much. Tom Jerkins, 20,000 acres. You saw those pictures exclusively here on Fox Business.